Two friends,
Okay.
two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Cod and Two Minds podcast.
Yeah, big baby.
Okay. First off, I'd like to just change the opening. The opening today should have read, "Too little, too late."
And that'll do it.
And it's a wrap.
Another Arsenal year comes to a conclusion. Aaron,
It's the same thing on your mind. I thought how what poetic justice that the last thing that happens is Aaron busts Cherry.
yeah, it was nice.
To end the worst Arsenal season in 25 years.
Right. Too little, too late sums it up, Fitty. You know, too little, too late. Played great today. I mean, that was an exciting game. I mean, almost everything you like about football in that game. I mean,
Oh man. And I mean,
so entertaining.
Arsenal charged really hard, I thought, like on the attack. It was it was fun, it was creative, there was people making runs. I mean,
Yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining as hell to me. I mean, some of the Ozil made me say "wow" twice in the first half. You know, once with a Cruyff turn, and then once he did like a little pullback, and the fool fell and he went right by anyway.
yeah.
It was,
I remember that one.
Lot of talking points. First one being the team captain, Mr. Dependable. You know, the leader of the team just completely flies off the handle. Now, did you think it was a straight red?
My
Honestly.
first reaction was that might be a red.
See, my first reaction was that's a yellow. That's a what's that fool's name on Man City? Fernandinho. That's a Rojo yellow. The Man U guy.
Right. Okay.
but anyway,
No, that's serious though. You could, like anything that's like even close, you can always like call out, well, what happened on this one?
yeah, no, totally. It's just one of those things. Like, I mean, everybody likes that young ref. You know, he kind of tries to do too much, and I think a more experienced ref would let that slide with a yellow, just because it was first 15 minutes of a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't catch him. I know this is all subjective, me being an Arsenal fan, but that's just what I thought. I thought it was.
Well, and like I said, I mean, part of my thing was my first reaction was that might be a red, but I mean, after I saw the play on a replay, I just kind of thought like, I mean, he unfortunately kind of clipped him, but I mean, he obviously was going for the ball.
Yeah, it's just
and the offensive player does that all the time, like I mean, in a creative way, and it's not like it's illegal, but he drew that touch, Koscielny was actually right on the mark with this dive. It's just that the dude reached out there and toe tapped it ahead. Not like that was any kind of a like offensive move, or he only toe tapped it to just draw that foul, and he got it.
Exactly. But just a foul. Maybe look, it's probably because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I just think, in those situations, you want an experienced referee to be like, all right, fuck, let me give this guy a yellow, talk to him for a while, and let's. Hopefully this settles things down. Because throughout the game, it's just the inconsistency of his cards. Like Gabriel tears up his knee and gets a yellow card as he's getting carried off the field, and that wasn't a bad challenge. It was dumb, but it wasn't a yellow card. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of talking points. That was a big one. I almost shit myself. You know what I mean? When I saw the red card, I saw it was Koscielny, because throughout the year we've had major issues. You know what I mean? When Koscielny gets hurt or when he gets sent off, we just completely turn the dog shit.
Yeah.
Like we did against Bayern.
Right.
And, you know, a couple other occasions, but that was my first thought was, okay, here we go. And Liverpool hadn't scored yet at that point. You know, it was just like, man, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, the team, you know, they just, I just, you know, I wish, because the downside is if you look at the kind of like creativity and the fire that they played with today, like, where is that? Where is it all season? Like, that's the argument, you know, like.
Well, yeah. You know, this I mean, we didn't make Champions League. And, you know, we came in fifth. But to me, what this illustrates is the fact that we still need a change, just because it's the exact same pattern as it's been. It's just that we've been getting fourth place. This year we didn't get fourth place, but it's the exact same pattern. We went on a run at the end of the year like we always do.
Yeah.
But there's always that one stretch throughout the season that just pretty much destroys all hopes of anything. There's like a month and a half period where the games kind of pile up, the injuries pile up, and we just shit the bed in those little stretches. We had our typical stretch this year, and then we finished the season on a high. But it's like, okay, we didn't get fourth. That's the only difference from all the other years.
I think that you know, people. Because, you know, when you go through those stretches like that where the games pile up and the injuries start happening and things like that, like, you know, that is what we've argued for a long time. Like, you know,
exactly.
Arsene, you could be in love with the players that you have, and that's cool, but the depth of the squad doesn't allow you to make it through those tough times.
Exactly.
It's not good enough to just like say like, you know, well, truly, you know, what really hurt us this year is we lost Santi, you know?
Right.
And you can only say, you know, you're talking to a person that's a huge Santi fan. I love Santi Cazorla, and I understand that hurts, but a big squad, they find a way to, you know, it means if you insert somebody into Santi's spot and maybe it changes the personality of your team a little bit, but you find a way to survive, move on. You know, maybe you don't take as many points as you would with Santi, but you need to take just as many. You know? Exactly.
And a good coach during those rough times, that's when you switched your formation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we should have switched it a long time ago when we were struggling. You know what I mean? He switched it as we were kind of coming out of the run of games and we had a little more time. That's when he switched it, which is smart. Maybe you have a little more time to work on it in training, but a good coach switches things up when he sees that it's, you know, it's not looking too good. Players are, you know, he just finally took Bellerin out. You know, that little stretch of games, gave him a rest. He comes back into the team now. He looks refreshed, and you know
he's been playing great. And I mean, but I think some of it has got to do with like things that you've pointed out in the past, like now that position's been created and it's like him or Ox, it feels legitimately like he might not have a spot if he don't play good. Like, you know, like there's some real pressure on him now. You know,
definitely, yeah. So, you know, that's the only knock is the fact that you know you're not making adjustments soon enough. You know, probably the only reason why you made them at this point in the season was to kind of make sure you had a shot at the fourth place finish. You know,
like
that. You know, that's probably the only reason why he did switches because like, oh shit, we've been playing like shit for a long time. Let me switch things up. But it's like, dude. You pissed away a chunk of the season by not changing tactics, not switching players in and out, and just I don't know, not motivating the team. I don't know. There was a long stretch of the season there where we were just dull, and those little drop points came back to hurt us today. So, you know, another great run in, you know, for Arsenal, but this time it doesn't pan out for anything. So
no, and I think unfortunately this, you know, I mean, the true thing that gets hurt by us not making the Champions League qualification is Alexis and Ozil are probably both gone. They're probably both gone.
Yeah, I mean,
the level that they play at, the experience that they have in their career, their ages tells them, like, you know, I have to be playing Champions League. Like, so
yeah. The only thing we might have going for us is the World Cup is next year. You know what I mean? And a lot of those players over there, like, that's, you know, that's everything. So they want to be at a team where they know they can kind of play consistently. Don't really have to worry about much. Just, you know, make sure they're playing consistently. And, you know, if they stay, they'll both be out there week in and week out. So that's the only thing we got going for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably right, especially Alexis. And I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, he scores great goals, and I love him to death. I don't even mind that he's losing the ball so much, but it is kind of getting like, man, let's make.
I felt like today fewer times. I was able to follow where he was going with passes today a lot better. That even though some of them didn't get through, like, I can kind of see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, totally. I get that. It's when he's losing the ball.
When the last few weeks, it seems like it's just been rougher. Like, it just kind of, everything just didn't seem like it was working, you know?
Well, he still keeps to me, it wasn't really his passing today, like you said. That wasn't as bad as it's been, but to me, it's to keeping the ball too long and losing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like dribbling himself into trouble. But I mean, like I said, I don't even mind that because he will step up and score you a crucial goal. So, you know, he's just a little bit out of form, but at the same time, he's so good, he's still scoring goals. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
when I say I was talking about like today's push and stuff and like their creativity they had, I mean, it was a little bit, you know, they still respect Lukaku. So, you know, they like all the creativity was kind of from our big creative players. Like, you know, like it wasn't like one of these, like everybody was flying around the box trying to make things happen. Like it was like a little more controlled today, I thought. Like the defense stayed back and kind of like, you know, respected Everton being able to counter on them. So Ozil and Alexis and Bellerin, I thought, had a very good game today. Danny kept busy, and between the four of them, like they were kind of like making it happen. It was like a more concerted effort, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I know I give Bellerin shit all the time, but I just want him to be more aggressive. And today's performance is why. You know what I mean?
I know.
Just take what is it? Grab the bull by the horns or the balls?
Both of them, yeah. You really want to make a bull jump, grab him by both, I tell you.
Just go for it. Just be a little more aggressive. And as far as Danny Welbeck, when you're on a team that has a player sent off, is there no other player you want out there with you with a man down?
Oh, I know. Like he's willing to do it all.
He will run everywhere on the pitch. There was one point late in the game where I think somebody had it out on the wing. And fucking like it looked like Welbeck was playing right back, like he was like way back there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, you know, it's a trip with Welbeck too. I was just thinking about that watching him today. Like, I said, you know, there's times when I kind of allude to him as like kind of a quicker front man.
Yeah,
like he moves pretty. He really actually doesn't. But he's not really that fast, but he doesn't stop moving. Like he just keeps going. Like,
yeah.
So like you said, like, I mean, I know for sure there was one time during the game today where an interception was made down in our box
by Welbeck. Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Welbeck!" Like, you know, like he came all the way back to come and help the team out. You know, it's like,
he's a soldier. You gotta love him in those situations with a man down. And you know, like you put it this way: if that's Giroux out there, you know what I mean? They're gonna be able to control the midfield a little bit more than Welbeck. Than with Welbeck out there, you know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, the big friendly German got an appearance today.
Hey, what's up, big fella?
Everybody loves Per. Did you get a little acid reflux when you saw him heading out there?
At this point, just because, you know, Liverpool was up 3-0 by this point or something, you know, it was like, everything, you know, everything was done. So it was like, you know, it was really cool to hear the response by the crowd. Everybody, you know, everybody loves the big guy, even though he has had some horrendous failures. Horrendous failures for us in the past. He's, you know, he's like 90% solid, and those 10%, oh my God, you know.
Yeah, he's like, it's like my Gabriel theory. Like he was well on his way to fucking having another great game until he got hurt. But 2 games, he'll play great. He'll show a lot of heart. But then that third game, he'll play like shit. And with Per, it's just like throughout the game, he'll have moments and you're just like, wow. I think I'm faster than him.
And leave it to us to find a guy that's like, what's Per? 6'7", 6'9"?
He's like 6'6", 6'7", yeah, something like that.
But leave it to us to find.
Still can't win a header. You know?
Yeah, leave it to us to find a 6'7" guy that's kind of dainty. You know, he's
right.
I love when we pass the ball back to him and you see him kind of tip top. He's so dainty. Look at him.
Right. He's got his hands out to the side. Yeah. No, kind of like Van Persie. You know, they got their hands. Anyway.
Man.
But what else happened today?
I'll tell you what. I tell you one thing that just. If Iwobi, if he spends the summer learning how to finish,
he's gonna be a beast.
He could be a beast, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he slices through like that final last line so well. Like he's a big
kid too, man.
He controls his body really well.
African, yeah.
But if he can learn how to be a finisher, like. He could be exactly what you want out of Giroud, and you know, like as far as because he's just quicker, you know,
right?
He's just quicker and like I think more skilled, even like with his like, you know, turning with the ball and facing up a defender and trying to get by him, you know, like he's better at it, you know.
Yeah, he's a more dynamic player.
But the only reason why I even make the comparison is because he's big. Like you said, he's a big kid, man.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
To be moving all fast like that. You know?
He's a big kid with a bad fade. Like, stop it.
Yeah. What are we talking? In Nigeria, you know.
Did you see the Ox's friend? What's the fool's name? Plays on Everton. He's got the same haircut as Ox.
Oh.
What's that fool's name?
I don't even know his name, dude. I know who you're talking about, though. Everybody got mad. They thought he should have got a card and shit towards the end of the game there.
Wow. That's going to drive me crazy.
He's got his hair like Ox.
He's got the same haircut as Ox. I know you noticed that shit. That's his friend. That's his mate.
Got big curls. Look at his fur.
That's his that's his mate. You know what I mean? Come on, mate. Get your hair like mine, mate. But yeah. Go on.
You know I'm gonna be in London, right?
Anyway, that was a great game to watch. I don't know what else to say about it. It had everything.
I enjoyed it. I was really enjoying it until Liverpool scored the first one. You know, when they scored that first one, finally, I was like, you know, because they almost got to have 0-0. And I was thinking, like, man, if Middlesbrough could just say, fuck this, we're not going to give up a goal. But obviously that wasn't happening.
Yeah. It was a wrap. Everybody in that team probably had food poisoning from the night out on the town. You know, Liverpool was savages. You know, drugging them. You know, playing on Molly. Come on, man, take it. But anyway, what else? It's crazy. We got FA Cup final.
Got FA Cup final. That's Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday. So that should be pretty exciting. You know, I don't quite know how I feel. We gotta win it, but it's Chelsea, and I just, you know, they get on my damn nerves. So I don't really know.
You know, I mean, it's
always stressful.
It's one more to go. I mean, you think? I mean, how do you read Alexis's injury? Like,
that's right.
You know, you think it's just fatigue? You think he plays? Like,
he'll play, get hurt, and we won't be able to sell him. So it'll be the bright spot.
Okay, there we go.
But
I would love anything.
Koscielny with the red card. So
that stands in this?
I think so. So I don't think he'll be able to play. So that's the huge one. But it's cool. We got Rob Holding. I know he made a mistake today, but
yeah, but no Koscielny, no Gabriel. So it's Holding, Mustafi, and
Per, baby, Per.
Nah, it'll be
Monreal.
It'll be Monreal.
Yeah, you don't want Diego Costa going up against Per. That's like good versus evil. You know what I mean? That's good versus evil.
I don't know why. I just have like that's the picture I have of Diego Costa. Like when I hear his name, the picture that comes in my head is like Lucifer. Like
oh, okay. No, that fool the devil. I think of the Puerto Rican dude from Boogie Nights. That's what I think of. That's what I think of that guy. I think of, man, he was really good in that movie, you know? But anyway.
Yeah.
What are you going to put me in that movie? Come on. Anyway.
Let's go to the discotheque. Yeah, we go to the discotheque. Yes.
Stop it. All right, so, wow.
I don't have a lot to say. You know, I mean, I don't know how you feel about the summer coming up and stuff. Like, you know, I mean, try to get some podcasts out there, you know, maybe a little hit and miss.
What are you talking about?
I mean, as far as like, I mean, you know, we'll basically be talking about transfer market shit, I guess. But
we'll be talking about any and everything. The fans love us, you know. It's, you know, maybe they'll get to know us better, you know. A lot of good movies coming out. You know, we'll just talk about shit.
Yeah,
TV shows.
I think you should expect I'm gonna try to come every week with
Ray Donovan
with one question about the past season. Something that I want, something I'm pontificating about that I need your help figuring out. I'm gonna try to bring one of those every week, and you know, you're welcome to do the same if you like.
The principalities of my pontification is that fool from In Living Color used to have me dying. Damon Wayans,
don't be a fool. Keep your ass in school.
Yeah. That was a great bit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I also want to kind of reach out to some bloggers, some supporters groups, you know what I mean? And just kind of see what their scene's like, what they doing and shit like that. So yeah, man, it's going to be a nice summer. You know what I mean? God willing. But
definitely.
We'll shoot the shit. Get them out there once a week.
I'm kicking it off, you know? I got my seasonal job. I'm boom, you know, last week of the league, and now I'm recording, and then I'm hitting the road, baby.
Already. International Man of Mystery's back. It's going to be a summer full of golf and whiskey sours.
I like to go and be one with the nature. You know, I'm gonna go and see some trees and some water flowing, and you know, right. even though I live in the Bay Area, like I don't see water.
Right. But you're going out there for mushrooms. I got you.
I got you. Go trounce through the hills.
You know what I mean? Be careful out there, though.
Don't ever pass a sign that says "Do not enter." Trespassing will be shot on sight. They will.
What's so you headed out?
Yeah.
Well, good shit.
Heading to Oregon.
It'd be nice if you lose that final on Wednesday.
That would be wonderful.
That'll be great. So anyway, that's going to do it for today's podcast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank all the emails, the tweets. I appreciate everything. If you want to get in contact with this show, hit us up on Twitter at CITM Podcast. And our email is citmpodcast@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Twitter at eMarsho, EMARSHO. And I just want to say peace. Thanks for all the support. Fiddy, what time is it?
Hey, what's going on? I'm at Gooner Rush on Twitter, at Gooner Rush. You can hit me up anytime if you want to just say hey or whatever you might want to talk about. And all I can say is, man, I'm not going to say it's been like a fun season, but it's been it's been an exciting season, I guess.
Yeah,
as far as the ups and downs and the valleys and the what's coming up next week, and you know, from one month to the next, I feel good, and then I feel like we're the worst team I've ever seen, and then I feel great again. You know, I don't know what to say, but it's been a season. I'll tell you that. It's been fun doing this for our first experience.
You wanna fucking keep doing the show or what? Is that your ending? I mean, come on.
Look, and out.
That was crazy.
Wait a minute. Did the big fella just drop the mic? What did they do over there?
Hit us up on iTunes. Subscribe, rate, and review, and SoundCloud. Peace.
Peace out, everybody. Peace.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review the show. All feedback is much appreciated. If you would like to contact the show, drop us an email at citmpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcast, at Gooner Rush, and at eMarsho. That's EMARSHO. The music in this podcast has been provided by Statics. If you like what you hear, be sure to check them out at staticsentertainment.com and follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.
You're a savage. On and on and... Ooh.
From the front to the